Hello everyone. In this part, we would be discussing about the access to microfinance institution. So in this video, we would be discussing about what do we understand by the term microfinance, and we would be also discussing briefly about the history of microfinance. And lastly, I would like to take an example so that the concept of microfinance in the context of rural economy is clear to all of you. Now, let's begin the session. So, what do we understand by the term microfinance? Microfinance is also called microcredit, which is a type of banking services provided to the unemployed or low income individuals or groups who otherwise would have no other access to financial services. Microfinance started as a global movement in the early 1980s to provide credit to the low income household with constrained access to traditional banking. The uncertain regulatory landscapes over indebtedness of borrowers and lack of an institutional frameworks have been some of the key concerns for the microfinance industry globally. However, in the recent years, the microfinance industry has undergone significant transformation with the creation of self-regulatory organizations, formulations of structured guidelines, digital interventions, and adoption of a redefined customer servicing approach. This has led to a significant boost in the loan portfolio, and hence the number of borrowers have increased. So further moving, rural development action mostly aims at the social and economic development of the areas where the microfinance institution play the role of a catalyst. These programs are usually top down from the local or regional authorities, regional development agencies, NGOs, national governments, or the international development organizations. But then the local population can also bring about endogenous initiatives for development. The term is not limited to the issues for developing countries only. In fact, many of the developed countries have very active rural development programs. The main aim of the rural government policy is to develop the underdeveloped villages, to develop a country. Not only industrialization is sufficient, but also the every common man has to survive. So now I would like to take a small example. This example is about AU Welfare Foundation. AU means Earth Udgam, meaning origin of money. This foundation is committed towards sustainable development and inclusive growth of micro consumers so that it can contribute to a strong and resolute India, enabling the common man to better his or her life. Similarly, we also need to believe that the people needs to be given opportunities or access to make their lives better, especially in the rural areas. This is the motivation behind the start of AU Welfare Foundation, where the financial needs of the poor people were considered. What different kinds of products or services could be introduced in the market for them was given priority. From the perspective of the poor people, it is not possible for them to run their household based on one person's income only. They also want to provide proper education to their children. There are few stories where the women took loans from the foundation and are successful enough to open their business. By business, I mean like beauty parlors, tiffin services, sewing services. Now they have started earning around 10,000 to 12,000 per month and are able to support their family. Apart from helping the rural society, the AU Welfare Foundation is also working on spreading awareness regarding the different government schemes so that the people can reap the maximum benefits out of this program and the schemes that are launched for them by the government. This act has motivated the will of the people to not give up and do something big for themselves. So with this example, I hope the concept of microfinance and how is it helping the rural society is clear to all of you. So we come to an end of this part. Thank you so much.